Hello, my name is Mina, and this is another National Debate League crash course from American Space Dushanbe. In this video, we'll discuss your favorite topic, counter-argumentation or rebuttal in debate. Let's start it right away. The rebuttal is the presentation of evidence and reasoning meant to weaken or undermine an opponent's claim. We'll explain for you how to do this in this video. Let's see an example. This house believes that alcohol should be banned. Here's the argument. Today, we ban alcohol because it harms society. A higher percentage of accidents occur due to drunk driving. Also, most acts of domestic violence, assault, and other violations of personal freedoms and human rights occur due to alcohol intoxication. And here is our counter-argument. We agree that such incidents exist, but accidents also happen for other reasons. For example, when people get distracted by their phones. So it's not a solution to the problem. It's illogical to ban alcohol because there's a huge demand for this product. Some people drink but don't harm anyone, and there are many such people. Currently, when alcohol is not prohibited, the government can control its quality, price, and sale. After prohibition, the sale will move to the underground business, where the quality will no longer be controlled by anyone, but the demand will remain. Rebuttal follows a certain pattern. First, it is necessary to identify the opponent's argument. For example, opponents claim that alcohol should be banned because of 1, 2, 3, and mention their main idea. Second, refute the opponent's argument. For example, our team disagrees because of 1, 2, 3. Bring your counter-arguments to the game. Third, explain the importance of your refutation. For example, therefore, we think alcohol should not be banned for these reasons. There are several ways to rebut the opponent's argument. 1. Point out the falsity of the information provided by the opponents. This mistake is often made by newcomers to debates when they provide false or invented statistics, made-up facts, and examples to support their argument. If you are a newcomer, don't make fake facts. This can be easily recognized by logical thinking or quickly checking the data provided by the opponent during the speech. 2. Point out a logical error in the opponent's speech. Both newcomers and more experienced debaters suffer from this when they develop their arguments in a hurry or have a poor understanding of the topic. Usually, their words lack a cause and effect relationship, and one thing doesn't match another. Recognizing this is more difficult than recognizing outright lies. It requires careful listening to every word of the opponent. 3. Explain the lack of evidence for the argument. According to the structure of the argument we discussed earlier, statement, explanation, evidence, example, conclusion, the argument should be fully supported. If the argument is presented only as a naked thesis, you can confidently point it out in your speech, which will deduct points for that argument from the opponent during the judging. 4. Point out the irrelevance of the argument. When the argument is not related to the topic or has a very low probability, you can also easily refute it during your speech. Now, let's learn about rebuttal strategies. Number 1, denial. In this case, simple disagreement with the argument works. The opponent presents an argument, and you disagree and explain why that argument does not work. Example: opponent would say, freedom of speech leads to instability in the state. The denial would be, no, freedom of speech is a basic human right that also includes precautionary measures, which do not violate stability. Number 2, minimization. When faced with a logically justified and correct argument, the team can reduce the significance of that argument by showing that it's not an important argument in the debate. In minimization, the team doesn't deny the validity and consistency of the opponent's argument, but instead downplays its significance. An example would be, from the opponent's side, freedom of speech can destabilize the state. The minimization would be, it can be a cause of destabilization, but such cases are very few and not serious enough to restrict one of the fundamental human freedoms. Diminishing the significance of an argument can manifest in several forms. minimizing the scale, minimizing the effect, minimizing the significance of the argument within the scope of the dispute, and minimizing the probability. Number 3, weighting. When the team argues with the opponent but points out other more important and beneficial points. For example, the opponent might say, freedom of speech can cause destabilization in the state. Weighting would be, it can cause destabilization in the state, but freedom of speech protects human rights, which is much more important. Number 4, turn to one's advantage. The team uses opponents' arguments to support their case and their line. Often in resolutions where the debate revolves around common values, such as human rights, freedom, security, etc., if you carefully consider the opponent's argument, you can easily sway it to your side. For example, an opponent might say, freedom of speech can lead to destabilization in the state. To turn it to one's advantage, you would say, that's true, but it also reflects the causes of social problems and provides an opportunity to take measures and prevent similar problems in the future. That's it! I hope this was useful. Do not forget to practice your counter-argumentation and debate in the National Debate League to improve your skills. And like, share, and subscribe for more useful content. See you soon in the debates!